If you've been paying attention to my channel lately, you know that I've been a little harsh on the ladies, on the women lately. And so I don't want to, I want to mitigate that a little bit. I'm not anti woman. I'm not a misogynist, even though everybody gets called a misogynist if they're not a feminist these days, but I'm not a misogynist. And uh, I want to take this opportunity. It makes it sound so opportunistic. But I have my friend Devout Agnostic to thank because he's the one who brought this to my attention. What the young woman you're seeing here is Fiona Apple in 1997. She's accepting an award, I think at the MTV Music Awards. I believe that's what this is. That's when this happened, and she had a song in, I believe it was 97, called Criminal. And it somehow escaped my attention that this is really an extraordinary song. And it's extraordinary because it's from the point of view is written by Fiona Apple, this girl that you see here. And it's from the point of view of this troubled, difficult BPD, basically young female who's physically very attractive and who thus finds it easy to manipulate men, and who's been taking advantage of this guy who's head over heels in love with her, and she's just been using him for some reason, for one reason or another. And in the song, she basically says, I'm hurting this guy. He's a good guy. And I've been a bad, bad girl. That's how it starts. That's the very first line. I've been a bad, bad girl, which sounds like, oh, sexy, naughty kind of thing. And the song has that feel to it. But if you pay attention to the words, you can see that what she's saying is, I don't, this guy doesn't deserve me, doesn't deserve this. I shouldn't be doing these kinds of things. And what kind of world is this where a woman can get away with doing something like this to a good man? And she says, "What I need is I'm feeling like a criminal, and I need to be redeemed from the one I sinned against." So she's basically invoking God and wanting to be redeemed, but at the same time being this, you know, her manipulative ways are so ingrained that she has a difficult time staying committed to what she knows she should be committed to, because she's extremely self-loathing, and deservedly so, because what she's doing is loathsome. Uh, and she's honest about it. It's like an incredibly honest song about female manipulation it doesn't, there's nothing mitigating the message. It doesn't say, but men are so awful, the patriarchy, blah blah blah. It's not like that at all. And you would think that I would have noticed that in 1997, but I just sort of found her irritating, and a lot of people did. And what I'm about to show you is a moment that just pissed off everybody. You might remember it if you're old enough. She accepts this award, and well, I'll just play. This is what she does. This is what she says.
I didn't prepare a speech, and I'm sorry, but I'm glad that I didn't, because I'm not going to do this like everybody else does it. Because everybody that I should be thanking, I'm really sorry, but I have to use this time. See, Maya Angelou said that we as human beings at our best can only create opportunities. And I'm going to use this opportunity the way that I want to use it.
Okay, so right away, it's like people, even at this point, like 30 seconds into, or 20 seconds, 25 seconds, whatever it is, into her speech, people are thinking, who the hell does this chick think she is? Just because she's pretty, just because she has some pop song, she thinks she has some important message to give to us. And, and then she has to drop a Maya Angelou quote, which is going to piss off everybody, you know, I mean, it's going to piss off the people who are Maya Angelou fans. It's going to piss off the people who are tired of hearing Maya Angelou invoked. So you're turning everybody against you here. And what's sad is that what she has to say is really good. Let me continue.
So what I want to say is, everybody out there that's watching, everybody that's watching this world is both. And you shouldn't model your life. Wait a second. You shouldn't model your life about what you think that we think is cool and what we're wearing and what we're saying and everything. Go with yourself. Go with yourself. And there's just a few people that I want to say something to. I want to say, Mama, I love you. I'm so glad that we're becoming friends. Amber, I love you. You're my sister. You're my best friend. Andrew Slater, no one else could have produced this album and no one else did.
All right, and so then she goes into a more standard speech, thanking people and stuff. But she begins by saying, I'm not gonna do this kind of speech that everybody else is doing. So instantly, it's like she's saying, I'm better than everybody else. That's how it gets perceived. And but what does she end up saying? She says this industry is bullshit. You know, this pop star world is bullshit. Don't pay attention to us. Don't model your lives after us. We don't deserve it. We're crappy people. Uh, you're better off without us, really. Which, I mean, of course, maybe you could say she's a hypocrite because here she is cashing in on, uh, you know, being in the industry, cashing in and accepting this award. And so she's being a part of the whole monster that she's decrying. So, yeah, okay. You could you could hold that against her, but the fact that she's still relating this message, of like, we're not really cool. You shouldn't think that we're cool. We're not. We're bad people. You're better than we are. Do your own thing. Um, the fact that she had this message to impart, which is a great message. I mean, it's not complete. Of course, she should. If we're a stickler, we would say, well, but she's not saying turn to God and confess your sins and uh, you know what have you. She's not going the whole distance necessarily, so to speak. But she's still what she's saying is really good. It was really a positive message, and I think what's tragic is the fact that she wound up communicating her message, which is the very opposite of self importance, the very opposite of preachiness or sanctimony or whatever. Uh, but she her affect, her way of talking, her you know quoting Maya Angelou and then like sort of wagging her finger at everybody. It just pissed people off. It was like people thought, "Shut up, you stupid chick." Um, and there was a real backlash that followed this. Like, I don't think she quite ever quite recovered from the damage that this did to her. Um, and it's because of how she came across. But she was trying to come across the very opposite way. Her message was the opposite of arrogance or sanctimony, or it was I'm shitty. The industry I'm a part of is shitty. Uh, this is bullshit. You don't. Well, I mean, I'm just repeating myself now, but the irony, the tragic irony, is she was saying something good, uh, and it was it was disregarded by the very people who would be receptive to her message, including myself at the time. I was thinking, who the hell does this chick think she is? You know, stop wagging your finger at me. Stop quoting Maya Angelou. You know, stop being so full of yourself. You know, what does that say about us that we uh, couldn't hear what she was actually telling us because whatever, because you know she's a female pop star, and um, I mean, I'm not saying it would have been received better if she was a man, but I think that the fact that she looks the way she does, and that she's wearing, this isn't like an exceptionally slutty outfit or anything, but she kind of has that this whole vibe of what a lot of people detest. And again, it's tragic that her message went unheard. So, yeah.